challenges or speed bumps along the way as we set up um, social labs in universities. So, Bong, what are your experience? What are the top three challenges that you've seen happen most frequently among the universities you've worked with?
Over the course of my work and in our engagement with these 13 academic partners all over the country, we've seen three most common challenges that academic institutions usually have to hurdle. First is to really get the buy-in of senior leadership, maybe the university president or even the college dean, in getting this program hosted by the department or by the university, and allowing the most basic resources to be dedicated for the program or to the team, perhaps a table or an office or even one or two faculty members or staff to become permanently engaged or to become permanent representatives of the university in the lab. And that's one. Another challenge is really faculty retention. Initially, in some of the universities, during the orientation workshop, we start with 20-25 faculty expressing interest or wanting to find out more about how this program works and what are the expectations. But over time, over a period of 12 months, for example, we will see that number decrease to around 8 or 10, and eventually around 4 or 5 will go for certification. So faculty retention and training and certification is a challenge. And the third challenge is really sustainability. How do you ensure that the academic institution becomes part of this even after the life of the partnership with individual stakeholders, or even beyond the life of a certain project or partnership commitment that universities usually forge as part of their work in the lab.
So what are good practices to keep in mind as one starts this journey in setting up a lab and then sustaining it?
One practice that we've seen to address the issue of commitment and buy-ins is really constant dialogue. It's really getting your university officials, your senior management to be in the loop of the work of the lab and of the work of the team. It's not only to provide updates, but also to get them involved in the consultation, in the vetting, in the designing, in the life of the lab and of the engagement of the team in the lab, so that they see the value of the work of the team and of the work of the lab and see the continuing alignment with the vision and mission of the university, and see how the work inspires the team, how the work inspires individual faculty members, how the work benefits the work of the university as a whole in terms of research, in terms of faculty instruction or faculty development. So it has to be seen by the management as part of the larger work or part of the benefit that the university gets as being part of the lab.
So
dialogue
once a month,
as often as necessary. It becomes part of the report of the management team or even the executive committee to the regents. It becomes part of the report of the deans to the student body. It becomes part of the work of the student council, and student representatives are involved in the process. So more and more mainstreaming the work in the life of the university to deepen buy-in and eventually to pave the way for institutionalization, which we will talk about later. To the issue of faculty retention, it helps if the business model becomes quite developed so that there's immediate benefit to the faculty that who are engaged in the work of the team and in the work of the lab. If the faculty sees that there's an alternative track to their work as teachers in the lab by being engaged in faculty certification, and by seeing the financial benefit of being resource persons or being training team members, then will probably increase retention and will probably increase utilization of training programs or certification initiatives that the program can offer to the faculty. And this also benefits the faculty if retention is managed, because it inspires other members of the faculty body to get interested and become more involved. The opposite is true. If they see turnover of faculty at a very high rate, then people will begin questioning the value of the engagement. On the other hand, if they see that faculty is engaged, faculty is committed, faculty is getting financial benefit either in terms of professional development, certification, and other incentives, then it becomes an opportunity, and it becomes a platform where they can explore alternative or a parallel track to their faculty careers in the university. In terms of sustainability, I think the only response to the issue of sustainability is to ensure that the program and the engagement is institutionalized. By that, I mean that the programs of the team, that the programs of the lab become part of the public offering of the university. And as a result, there are available courses on a regular basis and for fixed registration fees, such that they open the market to these programs to other sectors other than the immediate partners in the lab. And by opening these programs and services to other stakeholders, they expand their revenue streams. And when they expand their revenue streams, they are able to train more faculty, provide more benefits, customize further the programs, and offer more courses. And in fact, they can do market development and market penetration more purposefully. And that's the only way they can sustain, and they can, by institutionalizing these programs, to become regular academic programs of the university.
So at that point, it sort of generates its own revenue, which
Yes.
generates even more.
Yes, it generates more partnerships, it generates contracts, it generates grants, it generates more engagement. And to the extent that this engagement, these partnerships are monetized, or there are monetary benefits, or there are monetary incentives to these engagements, then the better institutionalization works. And the better institutionalization works, the better it provides incentives to the academic community to become a strategic partner of the lab and to make their engagement more long-term.
Okay. So that wraps up our series on setting up social labs in universities. Thank you very much, Bong,
Thank
for
you.
all of your inputs.
I hope these sessions will prove to be meaningful, and we hope that you'll find our inputs useful in your own work with engaging or in organizing your academic institutions to become part of your social labs.
Thank you.